awareness, support, and survivorship are so important because, at least for me, testicular cancer is kind of one of the more taboo cancers. It's not something that guys are, really talking about. So just knowing that it's out there, knowing that you're not alone, and then, knowing that there's people out there who can support you, because in survivorship is really, at least for me and and a lot of other guys, um, a lot of part of your manhood has been taken. So, you know, it's kind of, it makes you feel small, and knowing that there's a group of people out there who have been through it, or were caregivers or survivors currently going through it. It's just great to have that network. Early detection is important with everything. It goes, from terrorist attacks to, your health. So if you're regularly doing your self-examination on your testicles, you're more likely to catch an abnormality early. And the earlier you can catch a testicular cancer abnormality, the sooner it can be treated, the less likely it is to metastasize to, your abdomen, your chest, your brain. The It Takes Balls podcast, I think, is really important because it gives survivors a platform to tell their story. And then it gives caregivers and guys who are currently being treated the opportunity to hear these stories and say, okay, this guy experienced this thing, and I'm not weird for having that. Or, you know, this guy was in this particular situation where he, had a kid, and then was recently diagnosed. How did he and his family figure that out and deal with that diagnosis? Or, this guy, when this interview comes out, I think we'll probably have released an episode with an Olympic swimmer, a United States Olympic swimmer. So it happens to everybody. All kinds of people are affected by testicular cancer. I think it's important for people to know that. One thing to people can do to preserve fertility with testicular cancer is bank sperm as soon as possible. The earlier you can bank it, the better. I don't know. It's different insurances, different cover different things, so you might have to pay out of pocket. Maybe your insurance covers it, but having that and knowing that before chemo, chemo and the RPL&D can alter your body. Some people with RPL&D have surgeries where it causes them to have retrograde ejaculation, which obviously would not be conducive for having a child. So if you can bank sperm before chemo and before surgeries, I did mine after my orchiectomy, which was a surgery to remove the testicle. Um, Everything still worked at that point. Chemo kind of might have changed the chemistry a little bit at the time. It would not have been wise to try to have a kid during chemo. Um, but just knowing that you have that in storage just in case you need it is important. For Testicular Cancer Awareness Month in April, we've got a virtual conference that's happening April 20th and 21st. We've got, normally the It Takes Balls podcast is once a month. There will be one a week in April. Lots of fundraisers going on Facebook, all kinds of stuff.